He walked into an abandoned building and came face to face with something truly disturbing. This guy named Bogdan Revo, creator of the YouTube channel The Lost World, set out to explore an old, yellow, 3-story abandoned building with peeling paint and broken windows. He went alone, brought his camera, and entered through the left entrance. Apartment by apartment, empty rooms, shattered glass, scattered belongings, and fresh footprints on the dusty floor. Someone had definitely been there recently. He made his way up to the top floor, checked every corner, and then went to the second entrance. That's when he started hearing noises.
Но это просто крыша играет. Это звуки, это просто играет крыша. Кажется, оттуда я сверху слышал какие-то звуки.
Someone else was clearly in the building. And then came the surprise. A tense encounter.
Кто здесь? Кто здесь? Кто? Вы живете, что ли, здесь? Не, вы меня не бойтесь, я не причиню вам вред.
Да, по-моему, только снимать не надо, ладно?
Почему?
Не надо.
Почему не надо?
Зачем?
У меня свой канал в интернете, на ютубе.
Слушай, раз ты приходил, что ли? Спрашивал.
Нет, не я. Вы здесь живете, что ли?
Временно, да.
Бездомные?
Нет.
А почему живете здесь?
Ну, некоторые трудности есть семейные.
Все, понял. Я могу вам чем-нибудь помочь?
Если есть сигаретка, дай, пожалуйста.
Сейчас дам. Сейчас, секунду. Забирай полностью пачку. Там вроде 2 штучек только не хватает. Не замерзли здесь?
Нет. Есть кто?
А сколько у вас?
3.
3? Все, понял. Ты весь дрожишь прям.
Ну, я после больницы, сука.
А что случилось? Почему после больницы?
У меня операция была, ногу пальцы обрезали. Отрезали. От мороза
Все, понял.
ампутировали.
А можно посмотреть, как у вас там? Просто так, ради интереса.
Только не снимай, а то они ругаться будут.
Ругаться будут?
Конечно.
Почему?
Ну, они спят уже. Они даже не знают об этом.
Ну, более-менее тепло. Печка просто согревает, да?
A door creaked open on the stairwell, and a homeless man appeared in the doorway. He was scared at first, then calmed down, and asked Bogdan for a cigarette. Bogdan gave him one and looked around. Soon after, he got in his car, drove to a store, and bought some supplies: tea, cookies, canned stew, and bread. He gave it all to the man without saying much. No words, no questions. Just help. Bogdan showed something real that day. Abandoned places aren't always about maniacs or junkies. Sometimes they're about real life and people who truly need help. On June 24th, 2023, a man named Pablo Dozdor posted a video to his TikTok account. In it, he's seen walking with his dog when he suddenly spots a strange-looking building in the distance. It was located in the middle of nowhere, and it was unclear why anyone would build something in such a remote place. Pablo and his dog approached the building, but suddenly stopped. A strange tension filled the air. Pablo couldn't explain it, but he had a strong feeling that something ominous was hidden inside. The video Pablo posted was actually recorded a few days after his first visit. During that initial trip, he began to suspect that the place might be cursed, or even possessed. What stood out to him was that his camera, which had never malfunctioned during previous explorations, began acting up, but only at this location. While it could have been a coincidence, what happened on camera only reinforced his belief that something supernatural was going on there. During his second visit, something happened that genuinely scared him. The building itself appeared to be an old, abandoned church. It didn't just unsettle Pablo, it seemed to disturb his dog Draco as well.
Wow. Vamos. Wow. Pequeña espina. Cae Draco. Cae acá. Ah, bueno. Tenemos una escalera. Sí, definitivamente se nota que era. Bueno, es muy baja la entrada. Wow. Draco, vení. Bueno, definitivamente no quiere entrar. Es por algo. Vení, Draco. Realmente me siento como bastante acelerado el pulso. Hay una energía definitivamente fuerte. Draco, vení, él me sigue todo. Vení, entra. Eso. No. No. Bueno, me voy acá. Me voy acá porque no me estoy empezando a sentir bien.
At first, Draco acted normally, but as they neared the entrance, he grew uneasy and refused to go inside. Pablo later said there was something about the place that made him feel deeply uncomfortable. According to local legend, the church is indeed believed to be cursed. A few days later, Pablo returned again, this time at night, with Draco by his side. Just like before, the dog began acting strangely, as if sensing something threatening nearby.
Poco nervioso, debería decirlo. Vení, Draco, vení. Draco, por fin subió. Vení. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Por qué no querés estar acá? Vení. ¿Qué hay? Draco, muchos dijeron peligro de derrumbe, pero está pasando otra vez. Esto, mire, estoy zapateando, peligro de derrumbe no hay. Draco, Vení.
Pablo couldn't figure out what exactly was causing this reaction. In the end, we're left wondering, did Draco really sense something terrifying? Or is there a logical explanation behind it all? The man behind this video is Tim Saver, a night security guard who took a job at an abandoned warehouse where various valuable items are still stored. He uploaded a series of strange incidents to his TikTok. All of them happened during his night shifts. Not long after starting, Tim began to experience bizarre and unsettling events that had no clear explanation. At some point, he realized the source of the strange activity seemed to be coming from the attic. When he finally went up to check it out, he found something truly terrifying. From that moment on, things only got worse. Tim claims he was attacked multiple times, always from behind. One night, he heard strange noises again, grabbed his phone, and started recording.
Please protect me, God. I guess we're doing this. Hello? Shit. What the fuck? Whoa. Hello? Who's there?
During his walkthrough, a mannequin suddenly moved on its own and collapsed. Right after that, a large glass frame crashed to the floor and shattered. Then came the chilling sound of a woman crying, followed by a harsh, raspy voice. Terrified, Tim ran. Weeks passed, and he was back on another night shift, and once again, things took a dark turn.
Hello?
In the darkness, he spotted something sitting on a metal cart. It looked like a shadowy human figure slowly pulling its arms back. But when Tim turned on his flashlight, it was gone. That night was the last straw. The next day, he quit. Was it real, or just a carefully staged hoax? That's for you to decide. The following video shows a real estate agent filming a semi-abandoned property when something truly unsettling is caught on camera. The footage comes from the YouTube channel of a realtor named Santiago Sanchez, who regularly uploads videos of semi-abandoned houses that are still up for sale. Thanks to his videos, he's managed to sell most of the properties. However, there's one house he believes may never find a buyer. On June 15th, 2015, Santiago uploaded a video unlike anything he'd filmed before. At the beginning of the recording, he's seen standing in front of the house, clearly looking uneasy. The owner had warned him not to go inside.
Entonces estaba pensando ahora que sería muy interesante grabar este vídeo de esta casa por dentro, y casi me voy a atrever a entrar, y este es el vídeo.
According to the owner, his family moved out in the middle of the night after months of strange and disturbing experiences. Since then, the house had been sitting empty. Only weeks later did the family reach out to Santiago, asking for help selling the property. Even though houses like this are tough to sell, Santiago decided to document it, just in case someone out there might be interested. But he never expected what would happen once he stepped inside. Right from the entrance, a sharp, unpleasant smell filled the air and seemed to spread through every room. In the kitchen, he found the sink completely overrun by ants. The owners had mentioned sudden infestations of flies and other insects, which struck Santiago as odd, especially since the house was relatively new and shouldn't be having these issues. As strange as that was, what happened next was even more disturbing.
No tenía por qué haber ningún tipo de insectos. Estamos en la cocina. Se puede ver cómo ellos vaciaron toda la cocina rápidamente para irse corriendo. Está todo abierto. No han vuelto por esta casa. Yo no sé qué decir, pero pueden ver todavía pertenencias. Es raro. Esto nunca se lo llevaron. No quiero alejarme mucho de la puerta, la verdad. Oh, esto está horrible, este lado. No sé cómo puede estar tan horrible en poco tiempo. Una de las cosas que noto es que hay un olor que está horrible, como podrido.
While exploring the house, he entered a bedroom with a hidden closet. The previous owners had said they always felt a presence in that particular spot and had kept the closet shut for as long as they could. Still, Santiago decided to take a look inside. As he continued through the house, his discomfort grew. In one room, that same rotting smell returned. Strange marks and scratches lined the walls, as if someone, or something, had clawed at them. These scratches were found throughout the house and looked completely unnatural. Then, at one point, noises began echoing through the building. Someone, or something, was clearly inside. Santiago could feel it. The whole experience left him shaken.
Hay ruidos en la casa, puedo decir, hay ruidos. Ahí hay unos ruidos que estoy oyendo, como unos clac, clac. Es muy extraño. Y esto es lo que es la casa. Estas personas estuvieron aquí viviendo unos 2-3 años y me llamaron, dijeron que la tuvieron que abandonar porque definitivamente algo raro estaba ocurriendo. Cuando abandonaron la casa, no la abandonaron a las 2 de la mañana, después de que ocurrió, según ellos, cosas muy raras. Pero bueno, yo he querido venir, grabar el vídeo y ver, un poquito, de todo lo que está ocurriendo en esta casa. Yo no creo, pero bueno, esta es la casa. Es muy, muy interesante. Y mejor me voy saliendo ya de la casa. Pero otra vez, si necesitan comprar una casa, siempre miren el historial de las casas. Es muy importante, ¿ok? Saludos otra vez. Santiago desde Michigan.
Before leaving the house, he reminded his viewers, always check a property's history before buying. It might be more important than you think. Whether something paranormal happened here is still up for debate, but one thing's certain, the house was never sold. On January 14, 2021, this guy set out to explore an abandoned military base, only to find out it was still guarded, and before long, someone started shooting at him. He'd received classified coordinates for the base, known only on closed forums. Just a few years ago, it couldn't be found on any map. The coordinates led him deep into the forest, down an overgrown railway track that stretched for several miles. Eventually, he reached the site. It looked as if no one had set foot there in decades. Abandoned warehouses, rusted gates, old hangars. According to some sources, the base had only been shut down 3 or 4 years earlier, but the decay made it feel much older. He'd already made his way through several structures and was about to leave when he noticed movement. Knowing it was risky to be there, he tried to stay quiet and avoided using his flashlight unless absolutely necessary. While checking out one of the abandoned buildings, he heard a noise. Someone was moving toward him.
Может, это не охранники, может, это тоже кто-то лазит. Короче, ладно, я тихонечко. Так, фонарик не буду доставать уже. Придусь.
When he tried to go around, gunshots rang out in the distance. Stepping into one of the buildings to catch his breath, he suddenly realized an armed man was standing right behind him. Fear and adrenaline disoriented him. He couldn't find his way out. Every so often he'd flick on the light, just enough to see, risking being spotted. He eventually hid in one of the hangars, deciding to wait until sunrise. Around 4 in the morning, he peeked outside and saw no sign of flashlights nearby. Maybe whoever was after him had left. What exactly is hidden in that abandoned military base remains a mystery to this day.
In this video, posted by a guy named Jacob on March 9th, 2020, he sets out late at night to explore a creepy abandoned house. The place is also known as the Murder House, though no one really knows how it got that name. With a name like that, you'd expect something terrifying, and that's exactly what happens. A few minutes in, Jacob steps into a rundown bathroom, hoping to capture signs of paranormal activity. But as soon as he starts scanning the room with his device, something genuinely disturbing happens, and it has nothing to do with the supernatural.
Hey, hurry.
So who was that person in black, holding a flashlight, who ended up chasing him out of the house? Chances are, we'll never know.